Apparently I'm not entitled to a break from the kids, because I'm their mother and that's my job. That is according to DP, who also seems to think that I can get tired or to the point of wishing I'd never had any kids. All because I don't go to work. So how difficult can me life possibly be? Yep, I am exhausted. DD2's asthma is playing up, so she has been coughing and being sick all night and the night before, and D's kept me out the night before too, and last night. DP did get up a couple of times to them, but he seems to think that him getting no sleep makes him much more tired than me getting no sleep. I fell asleep on the sofa last night and nudged me to wake me up. For no reason at all. He couldn't cope with the kids for a whole day. He hasn't got the patience. There is no way he would agree to me going away for a couple of days. Even an afternoon on my own cause as a row. I cannot remember the last time I didn't have at least one of the kids with me. Anything I say to him is met with, "But you don't have to go out to work, do you? Blimey, Hercules. Do you loan him out?" How could I forget him doing the washing up after tea and picking up the occasional toy off the floor? To him, Minus Hair does all the housework. I would have if I'd had the energy. Misty, he has had to go to work this morning, so he will play on that all day now. He regularly tells me that I should go and get a full-time job and see how easy I think it is then. Don't know what he thinks I do with the kids. We have talked about it loads before. But basically he thinks I have an easy life and that I have no idea what his life is like. Even though he has admitted that his job is pretty easy and he sits on his ass most of the day. I've got quite good at ignoring what he says anyway. Think it's just 'cause I was so exhausted it got to me. I can't believe how he couldn't see that I was so tired. I mean, it didn't come on MN last night. What bigger clue could I have given him? Lol Sparkler. That would be good. Yep, I am exhausted. DD2's asthma is playing up, so she has been coughing and being sick all night and the night before, and D's kept me out the night before too, and last night. DP did get up a couple of times to them, but he seems to think that him getting no sleep makes him much more tired than me getting no sleep. I fell asleep on the sofa last night and nudged me to wake me up. For no reason at all. He couldn't cope with the kids for a whole day. He hasn't got the patience. There is no way he would agree to me going away for a couple of days. Even an afternoon on my own cause as a row. I cannot remember the last time I didn't have at least one of the kids with me. Anything I say to him is met with, "But you don't have to go out to work, do you? Blimey, Hercules. Do you loan him out?" How could I forget him doing the washing up after tea and picking up the occasional toy off the floor? To him, Minus Hair does all the housework. I would have if I'd had the energy. Misty, he has had to go to work this morning, so he will play on that all day now. He regularly tells me that I should go and get a full-time job and see how easy I think it is then. Don't know what he thinks I do with the kids. We have talked about it loads before. But basically he thinks I have an easy life and that I have no idea what his life is like. Even though he has admitted that his job is pretty easy and he sits on his ass most of the day. I've got quite good at ignoring what he says anyway. Think it's just 'cause I was so exhausted it got to me. I can't believe how he couldn't see that I was so tired. I mean, it didn't come on MN last night. What bigger clue could I have given him? Lol sparkler. That would be good. No, don't worry Rickman. You are right. Our relationship is in a state at the moment, and I can't remember a time when it wasn't. I am trying to sort out what I want to do, but Amphandan BG, it's so hard as I just end up feeling selfish whatever I decide. We are all going away for the weekend at the end of February and I am hoping this will clarify things for me one way or another. You weren't over the top. And you are right. It is the little things that cause the most problems, Laura, and I am not sure I could inflict a full day of miserable daddy onto the kids just so I could get a break, though. He would just moan and moan at him, and then I would feel guilty for having left him. He did have D's for me last Saturday afternoon. BN calls me. And the deeds went to visit my friend. But I had to get a meal ready for D's beforehand and tell him what time to let him have his nap, how long for, etc., etc. Suppose I am used to it now. Hercules just all gets on top of me some days. He has got 2 weeks off soon, in which he's supposed to be decorating both Deed's rooms if it gets down. I'll eat my hat. If I pretended I was ill, he would still expect me to see to the kids. I was ill with a sickness bug once, whilst pregnant with DD2, and he went off out. Can't remember where, leaving me to see to DD1 from my bed. He just isn't bothered about stuff like that. He stood and watched me cook a roast dinner the day after I came out of hospital after having DD1. Had a section 2. Last night, for example, I was doing shepherd's pie for tea. I started the mince and stuff, but in my tired state had forgotten to do the spuds. So I hopped between peeling the spuds and stopping the mince burning and seeing to DD2, who was having a massive tantrum because Daddy wouldn't take her out on her scooter, whilst DP sat on the sofa reading his paper, moaning about having to listen to DD2 winning when he had been out at work all day. Oh, I know he doesn't respect me. Figured that out years ago. TBH, I'd rather take the kids out for the day on me own than leave them with him. He would just moan at them all day. We wouldn't eat. Yep, www I would. He is a very selfish and childish person and always has been. If we try and discuss anything, we get so far, and then if I ask him something he doesn't want to answer, he's, I don't have to answer that. I don't have to do anything I don't want to. That is awful, Rickman. Can see why you left. Hercules. I have tried that before, but because it causes such an atmosphere I stop for the kids' sake and end up doing it all again. That's a hard question to answer, BH. No, I don't think I love him anymore. Don't think I have for ages. I have asked him to leave before now and he has talked me round. The kids' reactions worry me greatly, as I know he wouldn't give a toss fen or how often he saw them if he left, and that would destroy them. Especially DD1. I think he does love me. Booty also know that however bad the relationship got, he would never ever want it to end, cause he doesn't want to be on his own again. Yes, Caligula, I know I have to make a decision about it all. I'm finding it's so hard though. Thanks for all the replies. It helps to know I can get good advice and support on here. Must go and do the kids' lunch now. Off to me dad's then, where I do get a bit of a break. 'Cause my brother takes all the kids upstairs to play on the computer. And even gets Dee's to have a nap for me. Will be back later. Hi again. Back from my dad's. My brother had all the kids upstairs all afternoon again, so I did get a bit of a rest. Thanks. The problem I have is that I always seem to be putting things in the way of sorting the probs out. IYKWIM, for example. We had a row the other week and I asked him to leave. And I really did want to him to. But then no, the kids will be so disappointed if we don't go on the holiday. And so I gave in. Money is the biggest thing that stops me, as I just don't think I could cope on what you have worked out I would get. The other biggie is that I want to go back to college in September and hopefully to uni after that. None of which I can do if I'm on my own, 'cause I don't drive and would end up trying to be in 3 or 4 different places at once. I know the kids would eventually be happier if we split. My parents split up when I was 12 and this was the best thing that could have happened. But I just worry that they will hate me for it. I could go on and on with the reasons. I'm scared of spending the rest of my life on my own. Scared of living on my own round here. Scared that if I did get into another relationship, it might be worse than this one, etc., etc., etc. See the list goes on. He says he is supportive of me going back to college, yes, but in reality I know he doesn't like it. 'Cause he knows it will give me some independence and some of my confidence back. If my confidence is low, I won't think of looking elsewhere, 'cause I won't have the confidence to look. Presumably. He is a very jealous and insecure person. Do I though? I mean, what is it supposed to be like? I think I've probably lost touch with what a relationship is meant to be like after being with him for so long. Blimey, Rickman. That is me. I know that I would jump at the first sign of any kindness or love from anyone. I do, yeah. But when? Can't possibly do it before the holiday. The kids know about it and are really excited. Got their goggles and cozies ready already. If someone else had posted all this, I would have told them to leave. No, he wouldn't go to counseling. He doesn't think he ever does anything wrong, so no need. We are going on the 25th of February for 4 days. A very kind Emma gave me the holiday that she won off MN, as she couldn't can't go without him as I don't drive. No, it's okay, Misty. I know it must be frustrating for others to watch, listen to. God no. I wouldn't want my deeds to end up like me either. My parents' separation was the best thing that could have happened too. Even though there was a big custody battle, I am almost 100% certain that I would be 100% happier without him. Custodo, if you don't mean to have a go, then why are you? Are you in my situation? Have you ever been? It's easy to see what I should do when you are looking in from the outside. Thanks to everyone else for you messages of support and advice. I know I must seem very weak dithering over what I should do. But there is more than just me to consider, and it will take me a bit of time to sort certain things out. I am not going to post on this thread anymore because my situation and my inability to deal with it is obviously annoying some people. I knew that was what people were thinking. Bundle. I said to. Don't forget to share, like and subscribe for more content.